Okay, last time I did say we was going to do backing up your builds this time, but the last 2 days I've been having a bit of a fight with this clear bit. You'll notice there's quite a bit changed in it. I think yours will be the same down to about there, and then you need to stick all this lot in. All it is, so now when you clear your thumbs, there's nothing in there, so it's not working at a second. Let me just reload it. Yeah, so you got your thumbnail folder there. So we'll stick some bits in there. So now you got like a progress bar, rather than keep pressing OK, which is a lot neater. It didn't just show up there, so I might have to just edit something. So yeah, and if you're in more than one folder, you'll do the one lot, then it will just pause for 1 second. He'll say they've been deleted, he'll pause for a second, then just go back through and do the others. There you go, so that's just emptied the 2 files. Obviously he'll do that for all, however many there are. I think there's about 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 then. So he'll just go through, and there's no need for you to keep sitting there pressing OK. It's just a lot cleaner. You'll notice it didn't do anything when there was nothing in there. So I'm just going to try this while I'm on here with you. So I'm just, because I had it put if the file check, if it didn't get any file check back, then I was having a bit of a problem with the packages. If nothing happened, then it wasn't doing anything, so you weren't sure if anything was happening. So we'll just put this as, if it doesn't get any files back, it will just say it's already empty. So put in your plus URL, because we define that as whatever up there, so it should say your packages, your cache, whatever. So they're already empty. But the reason I didn't do this before, I think because I just put else in when I was pressing on the thumbs. So it says your thumbs are already empty now. Oh, it's going mental. Yeah, that's because it's checking every folder again, so we'll tidy that up in a second. Alright, packages, says already empty. Cache data, that's deleting your cache now. Oh, your cache is already empty, so have a nice day. So yeah, so we'll just put dp.update on there. Yeah, we'll just stick this bottom one in. dp.update. So we've got to create it first. So what we'll do, that'll create your dialog window. We'll just put check in. Your whatever for being checked. This is just to make it a bit more user friendly, and then we'll stick a sleep in there for a second. If you had none of this, then you'd just do it in an instant, but people would be wondering what's going on. Okay, and then we'll sleep for another 2 seconds, just make sure they see it. Put out 2 seconds. I mean, it's going to take about 5 seconds overall, so it's nothing to cry about. Like I say, you could do without all this. You could just put a message up, or you could just do nothing, but then when they click on a menu, if it's empty, it's not going to show anything, so just close it. At the end, I think that's how you close it. I'm trying to remember that, but so now, right, there we go. With an error. An image is required. Oh, there we go. Because we haven't got one here, so we'll put 100. Oh no, we don't. Put 100 there, so that'll tell it where it is. So that should keep flickering up and up on thumbs. Yeah, we could probably speed that up a bit, to be fair, because that is quite slow. So if we move that to half a second, start getting ordered that myself, just because it's going through a lot of them. And eventually, when it's done, in fact, we'll put that about 0.3. Save that. Because yeah, obviously the thumbs, it's got to go through a fair few. With the packages and that, something will flicker up on the screen, so at least you know something's happening. Yeah, I said it's only 5 seconds, but obviously that's 16 times, so it's about a minute you got to sit here twiddling your thumbs waiting for it. So we'll drop that down to about 20 seconds, because we'll take 2/3 off it. We're dropping it down to 0.3 instead. Right, try again, should be a lot quicker. There you go. There's probably a way you can get it just to do all of them in one, but that's bearable, I think. There you go, your cache is empty. Oh, I'm going to press packages then, sorry, you have to sample this again. And there you go. Now we'll just check it still works, because like I say earlier, I had a problem with, well, over the last couple of days, I don't know, I had a problem with putting that bottom bit in, because I think because the thumbnails is checking directory first, it's classing that as it not being a file, so it was coming down here and it just wasn't deleting anything. So now let's do that in the background and let's see what happens. There you go, it's deleting them, that's good. Happy days. And then it's checking through the other folders. You could probably, I don't know, put a percentage in here like you have up there, so it looks a bit tidier, but it works. I'll spend 2 days messing about with it, so yeah, you'll have to do. I can't do it all for you. So all I've changed is out of the extract.py, I think I based it on. Yeah. So I've basically put this bit in for your progress bar. So it just takes account of the files and puts count equals 0, adds 1 to it, and then the update equals the count, which will be 1 divided by the numbers of files times 100, so you get a percentage. So each one file will work out to that percent, and then you just update by so much. So I've just changed the names a little bit. So you've got number of files, which is the float of the length, and then file equals that. Remove me is a string of file. It's just root plus F, so it'll be the file basically. And what I've also had to put in, because it was okay on a blank Kodi, but when I've put like the build on and there's some other add-ons on there, I think they're constantly trying to cache stuff, so it won't actually let you delete the common cache database file, which is a bit of a nightmare. I mean, it's only 0 bytes in a minute, but it could build up. It'll delete everything else in this folder, but if I didn't have that in, I kept getting an error when I was trying to clear cache, saying it's probably still in here. No, plenty of errors with this. Saying 2 seconds, sorry, there we go. The process cannot access the file because it has been used by another process, sorry. So basically that just wouldn't let me delete it, or something else was using it. I did have it deleting with RM3 yesterday, but I've gone to try again today and God knows. So I've just put try and delete it, otherwise pass. So it's getting everything else apart from that one file. So yeah, I've put that in. Then we've added one to the count, set update, and then dp.update. So you've made your dialog window up here, and you're updating it with the number of whatever that percentage is. And then I've just put it to sleep for 0.2 seconds, just so you can see that something's happening. Otherwise it's quite quick and it just flicks up, you don't know what's going on. So about 0.2, 0.3 seconds, good enough just to give a visual thing. But obviously I think we've imported time before, just make sure time's imported up the top here. And yeah, then you can use the time bits. All we've used is sleep so far, but and then I've put if update equals 100, so if that equals 100% basically, then it just puts another update saying it's finished, your packages, cache, whatever have been deleted, have a nice day, and then sleep for a second, just that pauses a bit longer and says right, I'm done, see you later. So that's it. Feel free to copy that. There was, I think there was for D and DERS, which is referencing to the directories bit, but I took it out and not had to replace it, so yeah. Is that obviously, pardon me, because a lot of your add-ons won't cache to there, they'll probably go into user data maybe. I don't know where, there we go. Look. So you've got caches in here. I mean, they're not massive, but that was 0 kilobytes, so you can live with that. Text is 13, you could stick that on as well, so you can delete that. I think you're alright to delete that just as a whole, and then reboot coding should solve any issues with thumbnails. Sometimes the thumbnails might change, but they might still use the cached one, so I believe if you delete that, then that does the same thing. But obviously I'll just delete the whole, everything in there, because if it's not there, then it's not there. You could add on to it to delete that as well. I'm just putting ideas out for you. But yeah, so you got your add-on data, there might be bits in here you want to delete. Or delete it all, so then when they start fresh, but obviously don't lose any settings you've done for any excuse me, for any add-on. So yeah, that's that. It works quite well. I'm a bit happier with it now. That's why I wanted to have a go at it, because it was just a bit of a pain before having to keep pressing OK. That's just doing it for you now. That wasn't too painful, was it? There's your cash. There's your cash emptied. And your packages are emptied. I'll just quickly show you that it is actually doing it. There we go. So yeah, in cash, if you put a new text document, like I say, it's skipping that. If you're on a blank code, it more than likely will delete it, but it was getting on my nerves a bit, so we called it a draw. You see, that's deleting your cache. Well, everything apart from that one, the stubborn one. Packages. This is if you install an add-on, your zips and everything will be stored in here, so they can build up quite a bit sometimes. So press clear packages, and there you go. That's that empty. Yeah, so that's took a bit longer than I thought to go through that. Sorry if I droned on a bit. So that's them, and they're working a lot better now, so you might want to edit them. Also, I put another video in called 1A, which is about a URL resolver import error. Basically what it is, on your blank code you'll have 2 point whatever as the version, but then there's other add-ons that they've updated URL resolver themselves and it's gone to 3 point whatever. So if you try and install your add-on onto one that's got this new URL resolver with this import here, then you'll probably have trouble. If you get an error that's saying import error or module or something like that, change this to 3.0.0, save that, zip it up and then install it and it should be alright. But at the minute mine seems to be okay on that. That's just a small fault that's caused a bit of an issue for myself in the past. But yeah, next time we will honestly look at backing up your build, because that's a handy one. Another one I might do, because I'm trying to keep about 10 videos in each series. I might do a clean wipe, so you can wipe everything but you can leave your wizard on there. So I'll see you next time.